Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, and today I just thought I'd give you an update video of what's on our painting bench at the moment. Obviously various projects happen throughout the year and we always have like a little bits of gaps in between of sort of doing one project into the next one, so we sort of pick up little bits and pieces, odd sort of things that we hadn't finished off, or miniatures that we picked up along the way for other projects that we'd already done, and this is a great time to actually get them out on the table and get them and finish them off. Now, unfortunately, at the moment, I'm suffering with conjunctivitis in my left eye, and as you can appreciate, the eye is just permanently streaming, and it's sort of quite sore at the moment. It's been like that now for a bit the past sort of week, and it's getting quite irritating, to be honest. But there we go. So moving on. So that's not stopped us doing our project and running hobby in that over this Easter period, and. The last video we done was some Test of Honour buildings and some miniatures that we painted up. If you guys are interested in and want to see our faction showcases of those Test of Honour ranges, feel free, let us know in the description below, and I can certainly organise getting the videos done for those for you. So it's nice sort of like when you get those little pauses and to change it up, to paint something different. Now I know, obviously, Little Legion Stig, he's been painting up at the start of this year. He painted up some lovely Rohirrim and some Mordor Orcs and that for playing his War of the Ring. And I know Leon now has just jumped on board and he's been and bought the Pelennor set as well as a lot of other things. And he's painting those up and he's doing a really great job on that. Now, long subscribers to our channel may remember one of the very first few videos that we'd done was the Battle of the Pelennor Fields. We're showing you a video of the whole table setup. It was one of our Christmas games that we were doing, and we were organising with a group of friends of ours, and we sort of shown you the whole table setup, and we sort of talked about some of the rule changes that we made to make certain things and certain events happen as you play it out in the sort of stories and from the film. So we sort of combined both the literature and the film actions and that on the table. Now, the things that were done then obviously was a lot of the mounted stuff, and doing a project like this where it's between projects, or you in the gap so to speak, it's nice to sort of finish off what we never got done. As you can see in front of you, the Theoden figure here, the mounted figure was done, but obviously the foot figure wasn't. Likewise for Erkenbrand, the mounted figure was painted up, but obviously the foot figure wasn't. Erkenbrand and Eomer are my two favourite characters from the Rohirrim storyline. Their rich narrative and that Tolkien's wrote about them is really, really good and really inspiring, to be quite honest, when you sort of go back and you sort of like go back through and read about that. I really sort of like, really does excite me to play in those games. We also painted up the 3 hunters. Now, on foot, the new figures, and I've got the older figures as well, but I never had the mounted one. So again, this is a pack that I've recently added in, and again, these were black undercoated, Zenthal highlighted, and just starting to go through putting the base coats on the horses. As I said, at the moment, this is what Mel's been working on, the Lord of the Rings. As I said, I'm sort of struggling to show you, to be quite honest, because I stream and I'm trying to hold them at the same time. Gothmog, I love this new Gothmog miniature. Again, the character and the animation in it really does look like the warg's got a mind of its own, which he probably has. And he's sort of sat on top there, very nonchalant, and I do love it. I think it's really, really nice, nicely sculpted miniature. As they go back to Eomer, sorry. Again, he is really nice. I think the newer figures, I said I've done all the older figures I'd already had painted up, and I did use some of those, but I say these have come out sort of since, and I thought it'd be a good time sort of seeing obviously Little Legions and Leon painting up theirs. I really sort of wanted to get these ones done as well, just to finish off those armies. And we do plan this year, this Christmas, to do the attack on Edoras scenario, which is in one of the books for Lord of the Rings. And like I said, we will be using obviously some of these characters here. There's a Rohan captain. And they're going to be going up against the forces of Dunland, so the Dunlandine warriors. So again, we've got a whole force of those to paint at. So you'll be seeing those on the channel, no doubt, soon. So the little banner bearer. Again, really nice. I've just always liked these miniatures. I think they're some of the best sculpted, and they've stood the test of time. you know, you think when some of these miniatures come out, so I'll get it back a bit. When you think some of these miniatures first came out and that, you know, compared to now, I really do believe they stand the test of time. And moving over to the ones at the back. And here we are. This is Elfhelm. Rohan sort of foot and obviously mounted. He's a captain of Gondor. This one is a Forge World model. All the basing will be done at the same time because I've got a lot of foot figures I need to be painted up, obviously for the mounted ones that were already finished off there. As I said, apologies because I'm sort of trying to hold this. It says trying to sort of straighten in with my right eye to sort of get you guys to see this. I hope it's coming out all right. As I said, it's really nice. I do like that figure. And the other one at the back here, we've got Derrywine. Again, another Forge World model. All painted in the same technique, so black undercoat, Zenithal highlights and washes and that on the horses. Bringing up the armour, bringing up the cloaks in various layers. But as I said, I can do a proper showcase of these. If you guys want to see that, it's not a problem. And there we are. This is a nice, it does look like he is sort of like, you know, shields up, he's getting ready to protect himself. And really nice miniature, this one. And that's those. And some of the other ones that I've got left to do, again, I've got the older miniatures, and that's the King of the Dead and a couple of his Herods to paint up. And so pop them there. And Gandalf has got to be done. Again, I've got the older model painted up, and there's Pippin there. And again, this exactly the same. Zenithal highlight, and then greys to build it up. First layer on the horse. Really nice. Really do love this model. It looks like it is definitely flowing. And this one as well, the cloak robes, looks like it's flowing around him. And I do like how they've sculpted that in this miniature here. And that one there, and obviously Mary, which will be done. Sorry, Pippin, sorry, will be done as well. So let's pop those there on the back out of the way. And as I said, this is the Africal soft skin vehicle. Basing's got to be done. So once the Battlefront release their infantry, I'll do all of the basing on these soft skin vehicles together. I'm going to put a couple of transfers on that on him yet. I haven't done that yet. And we've finished off the British tanks. This is just one sample at the moment. I will get round to doing an actual showcase of these vehicles. And then so like the Africa Corps, and that, so you can sort of see them all together, all lined up. So it'd be Grants, Crusaders, and a few Shermans. And that's that for the moment. I will just pan the camera over, and I'll show you the left-hand side of the table. So here we have then Jamie's project he's working on at the moment is a Horus Heresy Ultramarine faction. He's got himself involved with obviously setting up a really big game, or being involved in a big game for the Horus Heresy. And he's decided to paint up some Ultramarines for it. Obviously he's got a main Ultramarine army, it's his 40k army, and he just thought he would get some of these. These are some of the older miniatures he's had. He's sort of kicking around and that he was never going to use them, so he's going to sort of paint them up for that. This is one of his test figures that he's doing at the moment. So again, what we've done is an old miniature, old Space Marine, paint it up, spray it out black, Zenithal highlight it, and we'll use various colours. So on here you've got speed paints, you've got various workshops colours, and so forth. And we sort of settled on this one here for the Ultramarines, because the Ultramarines in the Horus Heresy is slightly a darker blue than the normal 40k one. So again, but it's just a good way of sort of testing out different colours out on panels, when so you can sort of see how it's going to sort of turn out. So that's sort of a tip, I suppose, if you guys are interested in, you know, want to know how things are going to look. See if you can get an old model, paint up as you normally would paint a model up, or undercoat the model and zenithal highlight as you would normally do, if that's where you do it. And that way you can get then see what colour looks right on that miniature. So that's something that we do quite often here. So what he's done so far, obviously with the black undercoat and then the zenithal highlight, he's just gone through, done all the gold trim and that around there. And then obviously the main panel work he's going to block in with the blue, then that he's going to wash it, he's going to use over the top of that, and then he'll just pick out some of the highlights that's needed for just bring out a bit of detail on that. So this one's a very quick paint job we're going to do on these, and yeah, he's got three decent little squads there. He's got a Contemptor, he's got himself a Praetor, and obviously he's got himself there a little Rhino, obviously a 40k Rhino, but his Rhino's a Rhino as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, it's going to be a nice little force to play with and that. So there we have it then, guys. That's what we've got on the table for you at the moment. I hope you're all going well. I hope you're all keeping well. Some great projects going on out there. Really enjoying some of the videos and that have been produced. Really nice, interesting projects. And a huge thank you so far to Matt from King Matt the Superior's YouTube channel and Simon Foley of Bite Size Wargaming for joining us on the live shows. And we're excited this week. It's 24th of April to have Justin from the Miniature Painter live with us Sunday evening 8 PM. If you've got any space free in your diary, come and jump on board. Great to have you in the chat. Great talking to you as well. And until next time, guys, hope you're all staying safe and I hope your project's still going well, as I said. And until next time, happy wargaming.